G'day and welcome to AgVid Virtual. I'm Stuart GRIGG, Director of AgVid. Thanks to Hort Innovation, AgVic and our key event sponsors. We hope you enjoy these videos.
Gus Steer, CEO of the East Gippsland Catchment and Management Authority. We're a state government authority that helps people in the community work with the environment to get the best production we can. The CMA is really excited about the capacity that we have here at Lindenow and East Gippsland to grow good vegetables for Australia, and also to look after the beautiful Mitchell River that runs alongside, that provides our water, to increase our resilience in the future, because our community here has got a great chance to be a major producer for Australia for many years.
So Lefroy Valley markets Pop Vriend's spinach and chard material exclusively. We've got a pretty wide range of products that cover all slots and all leaf types. Down here we've got a variety called PV1422. This is currently our fastest variety that we offer for winter. It's just a nice pointed dark leaf. It's fairly flat for those that want that kind of leaf type. It gets its yield from the thickness of the leaf. Pop Vriend have traditionally had a very strong breeding program in spinach, and that hasn't changed. What we've seen in recent years is a real focus on disease resistance to downy mildew, so Tay-Charter PFS 1 to 17. That was somewhat at the expense of typology in terms of colour and yield and processability. It's hard to breed all of these traits into these varieties very quickly, but what we're seeing now is an increase in yields, an increase in processability, as well as a disease resistance and also colour. Here we've got Amador. It's a winter to cold shoulder variety, very dark leaf, very erect. It's got a slight wave to the leaf which aids with processability. So here we've got Dallas. This is our first look at this variety. It's a 1 to 17. You can see that they're starting to get that darkness into their breeding as well as the disease spec. It's got a slight Savoy leaf. It's quite erect. It is a little bit over here, but that's just a function of it being a winter variety. And this is one of the new ones that we're going to be focusing on. Here we've got another focus variety. This is also brand new. I've been working with this variety this year over the course of summer and right up until now. It appears to have a very wide slot, similar to Carmel. PV1526 is the number. It has enormous yield, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this thing go over 2 kilos a metre. Slight Savoy leaf, very thick, very uniform, getting a little bit out of slot here, but still very nice. And 1 to 17. All right, so here we've got Kokopar. This is another new variety that we've just started working with. It's a 1 to 17. It's a bit faster than PV1526, so we're thinking winter shoulder. Again, it is a little bit blown out here just as a function of the warmer weather we had last week, but a nice oval shaped leaf, nice and Savoyed, and we think that's going to be a winner. So here we've got an older generation variety called APACHEI. It's a HR PFS 1 to 15. It's cold shoulder, similar to Carmel slot. You can see here it's a heavy yielder still, a reasonably dark leaf with a slight Savoy for ease of processing. So the older varieties are still holding strong, and we're still doing quite well with those. We've got Sue. Sue's an interesting variety. It has a fairly wide slot. It's, you know, by the books it's a warm shoulder variety, but it does get pushed well into the cold slot, and as you can see here it still yields enormously. Quite dark green with a nice oval leaf and very upright. But this thing goes upwards of 2 kilos a metre in terms of yield. It's the biggest selling variety globally for Pop Vriend, and certainly that trend's followed here in Australia. So this has been a real winner. Here we've got a new F1 chard, also Pop Vriend's quite a strong program in hybrid chard. Here we've got Tesla. This is the latest addition and an improvement on a variety called Fluence. It has a much darker green leaf, heavier yielding, very strong against Cercospora, and it has a really nice transition into the bred vein. As you can see there, a leaf a bit like a steak in terms of thickness. And that's where you get your yield from. Just an all-round good variety for year-round use. Thanks for coming on the virtual tour of the Lefroy Valley plot. I hope that you found it useful. If you want any more information, feel free to give me a buzz or any one of the Lefroy guys.